Alright, this is for Nissan 3.5 liter V6s, water pumps. So, I've seen some videos, they all sucked. So I'll give you the real deal. So there's two pulleys. One pulley here, one pulley there. Here's the pulleys. 13 millimeter, 13 millimeter. Remove both these pulleys. You'll see this inspection plate. That inspection plate goes right there. On this inspection plate, this is top dead center mark. So if you look at the crankshaft, those little grooves usually indicate where top dead center is. This one is right here. It's hard to see, I'm trying to focus. There it is. That's where it is. These two marks is where you turn the pulley to get slack in the chain. So, back to this cover. Back to this cover. So these are 10 millimeter bolts. It sits in there just like this. This pulley has this little piece right here. That's where you put a screwdriver, and this cover will pop right off. I'm doing it on a jack so that it's like if you were doing it at home. So now you can see the water pump. Then on this side is this cover. And this cover sits just like this. And you cannot see these lower ones because there is a bracket that bolts right here that covers this bolt. So what I like to do is the motor mount sitting in there like this, 19 millimeters. So before you take this motor mount out, get a jack with a piece of wood and you put it underneath there. And you pump it a little bit. Then you'll loosen the bolts. One there, one there, one there, one right here, one right here, and one right here. You will not be able to get this one out because this overflow will be sitting like this. So it'll be blocking it. You take this 10 millimeter out, this will slide right up, out of the way. You can zip this off. This whole assembly will pull right out like this. Boom. Slides right out. Then, what I like to do is, there's a clip right here. This slides into. Pop that clip up. Pull this straight up. Out of the way. And then there'll be a bracket. It looks just like this. This bracket is bolted like that. Like this. Right down in here. It's hard to see. You're going to take a 10 millimeter out right there. That bracket will slide out. If not, it'll cut your hand. So, once you get that bracket out, this engine mount that's broken, usually they're all broken. Get a better look. Usually they're all broken. You'll take this, zip this out. Pull this towards you. Like that. Now, you can move the engine up and down. I like to jack it up a little bit. It'll give you access. It'll give you access, I'll show you here, to these bolts. You'll have one here, one there, here, There'll be a bracket covering over some of these. You'll have to take that bracket off before you can get to this one, and this is hard to see. Now, word of advice is you will be able to adjust the engine height with the jack, up or down, depending on what bolt, to make it easier to get. Take the power steering pump reservoir and kind of push it down in there a little bit, and it gives you, look at all the room in there. Look at all the room you got now. And once you get this cover off, you can move this however you need. You can take it off if you want. Alright. There's the tensioner right there. And there's several ways you can do this. You can take the tensioner out. You can take it out, compress it, and then that little hole there will hold it in place. And then you can do what you got to do with the crank and turn the tension off of there. That's the easy part. So, I saw these other videos. They didn't show you shit. You couldn't see anything. This isn't so bad. I'll tell you, hand tools, first time doing it, if you've never done it before, it might take you an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully you see this video, it'll help speed it up. Make sure you clean that off. Clean this off with a flat edge razor. Clean this off with a flat edge razor. Now it's pretty clean if you look at it. This has, actually you don't have to clean that off. This has a metal reusable gasket. So the only thing you have to clean off is right down in there. And that's on this side. Flat edge razor this off. New silicone. Pop it back on when you put your new pump in, and you're good to go. So there you go. You're welcome.